It's time for comics and coffee with me, Cliff. And look,
And
Lady Fantastic joined me this morning because, I'm feeling all the feelings this week. I have no guest. I'm just here shooting the shit. And thank you for anybody joining along.
I gravitated to it because I was like, oh, he needs someone to deal with his bullshit.
Yes, that was the call. That was the call I put out. Garfon, good morning. John, good morning. Matt, good morning. Good morning to anybody who tunes in. So
I started peering like a meerkat.
yeah,
I'll come.
Comics aren't the same, right? That was what I wrote for my title, right? So things just ain't the same. I just felt like saying, who sang that song? Was it Brown? Fu Manchu, good morning. Dr. Manchu, is that what it is? Yeah. So Drew Manchu, I'm an idiot. All
no,
right.
it's Dr. Umanchu.
Umanchu, that's it. I like it better.
Dr. Umanchu.
Look at that. Two of his faves. Yes, because I do care whether people live or die.
Sometimes I do.
I like that this is a bar that I've set for myself is like I'm a good friend to be like an area where I feel I'm a good friend is I care if people live or die. I didn't know in 2026 that that like is a benchmark to achieve, but I feel like it is.
It like honestly is because, well, I hope that I don't have to think of that of my friend group is like, I don't care if you live or die, but you can make that statement. And there's some people where they don't meet the metric. I wouldn't.
No, they don't. They do not meet the metric.
Not.
Or they're shocked at how they don't meet the metric, right?
Yeah. Or they're like, they're insulted, and it's like, God, have you looked at yourself?
Yeah. So so anyhow, I'm gonna rehash my last Saturday night drama, right, from last week.
Okay.
Which is Gore Vidal. Hi.
I love Gore.
I'm so glad that I'm in this mood and Gore is watching, because every time I've seen him on the stream, it's just thrown me into existential crisis. But now this time I'm in one.
No.
And like he's
Gore
here.
pulls you out. Gore is the one that sits with you in the darkness.
No. Gore like shuts the lights off. It's like, everyone get comfy in the darkness. And I'm like, no, I didn't sign up for this. Talk to me about Legion of Superheroes, damn you. Why?
I'm comfortable in the darkness too. I love it.
You're going, I love this.
Some people hate it. I'm like, I see perfectly.
So like, anyhow, my drama from last week. So in retro, and like, well, and by the way, I actually texted my friend who was also verbally assaulted last night, and I'm like, happy 1 year. I was like, happy 1 week anniversary of our traumatic experience. Hope you're doing well. I'm in the city with my mom for Mother's Day weekend. And I'm like, oh my gosh, have the best time. But yeah, why collecting feels different, comics feel different. Comics just feel different. Collecting feels different. Experiences feel different. I'm just all over the place with different, right?
You know what? I'm going to tell you why. It started in 2012 with the CERN Large Hadron Collider. No.
I wish. Although it does make me wonder. Sometimes it does make me wonder. I'm like, every time they ran that machine, were they pulling particles from an alternate universe that fuck us over? Is that it?
Yes, they're fucking throwing like an extra goddamn like neutron into it, and like we're reality, and then they just slightly skew it by just a little bit, and it's like, what the?
By the way, in the upper right hand corner, folks, that's the QR code if you want to donate to Comics Curing Cancer. Because I don't know. I feel like the Comics Curing Cancer momentum has begun, right? So I want to make sure that I properly contribute. So my doctor wants my A1C to get under 8.
I do too.
Before she tells me, okay, go ahead and get your tattoo, you dumb. And I want to reiterate to people that I am really sad about the whole thing. Because I really just wanted to get the tattoo. I was just going to do a shoulder tattoo and call it a day. And then, like, I went to go see her, and she's like, what are you even talking about? I'm like, what are you doing? Good morning.
Oh, shit. We got cool Matt. We got Rebel Without a Cause Matt.
No. Oh, my TV's on. I waited so back. I was stuck backstage so long. I turned the TV on to entertain. I was stuck backstage so long. I turned the TV on to entertain myself.
Yes, exactly. Well, that's what our green room is for here at Clip On Comics.
Yeah, you have different screens you could try on back there and stuff, and simulations.
I've been practicing. The reason I'm wearing my sunglasses, I've been practicing my slow sunglasses take off like David Caruso in CSI Miami.
That's kind of funny.
I don't know if I can get a smoldering look as he does.
I think I'm a bastard child of David Caruso.
That's what I need next because the crowns aren't doing enough.
The crowns?
They're not doing enough. The crowns aren't doing enough work.
Okay. Oh my God, I need one.
So Amazon, baby, Amazon.
I need
one.
And
okay, so last week we go dinner after Free Comic Day, and mind you, it's like Free Comic Day is the shop's show, right? You know what I mean, right? It's like there's all sorts of things that go into my head.
They run it. They decide how it goes.
We're having dinner after. I probably should have used my spidey senses and just gone to dinner with my friends and just told everyone, sorry, I'm just having dinner with these folks tonight and bye. But, I really do feel like a friend to everybody. So anyhow, we're there. One of the artists that we invited, not anybody who I really like. No, that's not true. I used to like this person. Anyhow, I just want to make sure it's not. No one thinks it's Nicole. She's fabulous. No one
it's
thinks
not
it's
Nicole,
Cheryl.
you guys.
She's wonderful. No one think that it's Ryan. He's fabulous. Okay. So anyhow, now that I've enumerated who it's not, so we're out with this artist. But anyhow, to get to the gist of it, two people at the table initiated a conversation that was sprinkled with political. Right, a friend of my friend Melissa was asked a question about the divisions of why women can't get it together politically to change the country, and she enumerated the issues that divide women. Right? Yes, Melissa's good observation. And she was verbally attacked by our artist guest as a result, and I was dragged into it. It was like, because I didn't say shit. I was there eating my nachos. Like, everyone remember I was eating my nachos. And so anyhow, I really had to process my feelings since that night where he's like, no one wants to hear this shit from you or from Cliff. Why I had to be dragged into it, I don't know. The only thing is like, I'm really happy that my friends, who often are the ones to see me fly off the handle and be overly emotional, once again bared witness to someone actually pulling this crap with me in a world where people's like, oh, that doesn't like really happen, right? So, and everyone's still processing it. Like, I'm sure Anthony will invite them again for future events and stuff, but like, and that's on him, right? But like, that doesn't mean that I have to show up for everything, and I hope he's just going to be understanding. So anyhow, but it really brings into question investing in friendships and relationships and all of that because of the greater good and all that stuff, I don't know, but this is how I feel about it. This is why I have a sense of betrayal in this situation. I understood that this person is politically misaligned with me years ago, like 10 years ago, okay? I have done everything in my power to keep peace. And the one night that I wasn't keeping everything in check, right? And my friend says something that upset this person, which was outrageous to me, that they even got upset just because she enumerated. First of all, forget that she talks too much, okay? Just the fact that she did not deserve that response, and no man should be talking to a woman like that, especially who he barely knows, right? So I'm mad about it just because I want to protect my friend. She's upset about it. She didn't get a retort. I'm upset I didn't get a retort, but I'm really mad because I've invested in this friendship. So anyhow, unfortunately, the side effect of this has had me reeling and reevaluating friendships and friendships that I feel that I put work in to manage them, right? Because that's what it is, And I even thought about you, lady. I forgot about managing you, but you're very, very tolerant. You really want to be there and support people. And I don't know if I have the strength to be supportive if I feel like what I'm doing is managing a friendship the whole time. I love that. I love all the notes being paraphrased.
Friendships
I love
considered. He did all he could to keep the peace amongst
I feel like I've got a narrator.
But one day,
It's a
the
great
dam of
narrator.
harmony broke and chaos reigned.
Oh, but you know
The
what?
damn harmony broke, and I didn't even spiral into chaos. But like when I left dinner that night, everyone from the middle of the table through my side of the table, because there's 14 of us, they all checked on me, and everyone through the other side of the table did not.
The sea was split.
The seed was split. So yesterday, I went to my cousin's 2 kids had first communion. They're not twins, by the way, right? Just the parents felt like, okay, we're gonna baptize them together, right? And then as the years go by, we'll make sure they do all the stuff together, right? So yesterday was double first communion, okay? And so anyhow, after first right up in church, this dude comes over to me. He's like, "Hey, Cliff," right? I was like, "Yes." He's like, "Hey, Kevin." I was like, "Oh yeah." And I'm like, "Who is this blue-eyed, silver-haired old man talking to me?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, I know him from 6th grade." And I'm like, "Why is everyone so gray? Why?" And I'm sitting in church, but like, God, I want you to know that I don't appreciate our relationship much, but my hair is looking so good right now. Thank you for
Yeah, there's some people I saw, they went gray like by their late 20s. They were white-headed.
Like Steve Martin, just like he's in.
Yeah.
All right, so here is a good comment from John. Stop putting effort into toxic relationships like that. It's hard though when they are directly connected to you. Okay, so if they're like family members, it's harder, sure. But I want you to know, because the thing is like sometimes it's not all toxic,
Well,
I love you, baby.
I don't know if you really want my assessment of this person, but they don't feel like they were your friend to begin with.
Right, and that's where the sense of betrayal is. It's like, wow, I put a lot of effort into this because I really thought we were better friends than this, and it didn't take much for it to just snap,
That means it's not real. It wasn't
right.
real.
Which then brings me back to the point of like, well, when I'm thinking about all these friendships that I feel that I put a lot of effort into managing, right? So that left me in a certain kind of place. So yesterday, I see all these people who I haven't seen, some people who I haven't seen in years, some people who I went to high school and stuff with, and
Well, or have you ever been in a relationship where it's like, okay, you do a lot and you feel like you're overextending, and then like one little inconvenience or something hits them, and they're just like, I'm just gonna toss this bitch. I'm just done.
Yeah, exactly. They're just done, and then it's like, well, F you for everything.
This is an asymmetrical relationship. There's not an equal amount of reciprocity. I don't think this is worth it for me anymore. It's not you, it's me. Bye.
No, it is them, but no, it is you.
Like you get to a point with me, and it's like I'll fucking just stop. Like I don't need it. I don't, and like I'll just be like, look.
But here's the other thing,
ghost a bitch.
And I want you to know that there are people who are not so aligned with me, who I have very, very good relationships with, right?
Same.
And at the end of the day, those people I know completely have my back, right? I think that's really beautiful. So
same with like Mark with Legion of Comics. We don't get along about a goddamn thing, agree about a damn thing, except that we do when it comes to like, okay, we're humans, we care. I love him. He's like my little brother. We can't, like he makes me crazy. I think he's dumb.
My one of my good friends. We don't always agree on everything, but like I know they have my back.
Exactly. And it's not about agreeing on everything. It's about just like caring about each other and liking the inherent like content of their character. And it's like, look, dude, yeah, we don't agree about this, but it doesn't mean that I am adamantly opposed to the entire content of your character. Actually, I like fucking being around you. You're a good dude. You crack me up. So let's get along. Let's disagree about shit that we know really doesn't matter and just be like a squabbling little, It's fun.
So right here, this is a lot, right? You don't need to manage a relationship. You manage acquaintances. Friendships should be easy.
Yeah.
Just like relationships should be easy. Now, of course, people don't even know. Some people are like, relationships are hard. They are hard, but it's easy to work through the hard because you genuinely care about each other. And I think that that's what people are missing, right? How someone treats and talks about others who they call friends or say they love. It's how they talk about you when you're in the room. Okay, so that's usually very obvious. Okay, so like with this scenario from last weekend, it's less obvious. These are people who are very careful and reserved with their words, and that's why the effect was very blindsiding to everyone in the room. Blindsiding at different levels, right? Because for me, I was blindsided. I wasn't prepared. I was upset. But the thing is that I have the knowledge of I've been managing for years. So, okay, today just proved to me that, despite my best days that I've had with these people, it ain't worth shit.
And
right?
didn't you say that like the thing that like really bothered you and kind of like pissed you off the most was it's not that he even said it because you know that he is not aligned and so he wouldn't necessarily agree, but it was the level of indignance and disrespect.
The level of disrespect and also insane to me.
You were just eating your food.
Right, I'm just eating my nachos. Which, of course, that's the punchline I've created of this, right? Because like it does hurt me, but the only way for me to get over these things is I have to make jokes. So my joke is I was just eating my damn nachos.
I've been in situations like that where it's like all day we've done so good at not mentioning politics. But you know what happens usually sometimes with me when that happens? It sets me off. Like when they do bring it up, and I'm like, oh, don't worry, I got some shit loaded up and ready to tell you. So it usually gets worse.
Yeah, and again, that's its own thing too. Like, but really, what this is about is, like for instance, like Steve, poor guy who was part of this whole situation, right? Like Steve, like I forgot what Steve said to me at the comic shop a few weeks ago. He called me like a bigoted cisgender homophobic homosexual, right? And we just died laughing, right? Dude, like because our friendship is there. Steve can say that to me, and Steve can confidently say that to me,
and not
know that I'm gonna fire back at him, right? And that we're going to be cool afterwards.
But that's a love language in a way. Like when you're so close.
In a way, it's a love language. But the point is he is secure in we are both secure in where our friendship is. Right?
Exactly.
Yesterday with my cousin, we're going out into the rain after the end of the the meal after the double first communion, right? And I have my umbrella, right? And he's like, "What's that?" I was like, "It's an umbrella." He's like, "Why?" I was like, "To protect me from the rain. I'm 48. I get sick all the time. What do you want from me?" Right? I was like, "What do you do? You get wet?" I just use my shoulders. And I said, "Oh, they work from down there?" And he's like, "You tall ass fucker." And he laughed and he thought it was great. Again, even though I don't see him that often, we're secure enough. And my mom was like, "That's kind of mean." I was like, and he was mean, telling me that I look like a homo using an umbrella.
Y'all are serving sass, like just serving sass back and forth, like.
But that was the whole thing. Like, it's okay. We know each other well enough. We can do that. It doesn't end the world or anything.
Exactly.
So. I just stick my foot in my mouth. It's okay. Humans are silly. I don't know. So, but anyhow, so the other people who I ran into who I haven't seen in years at this occasion yesterday, right? Some people are like, "Oh, you need me to have me on the Council of Comics so I can argue with you dudes." I was like, "Invitation's open, but just know it'll get ugly real fast." Like be careful. And and so he's telling me about like how much he loves Jacksonites, and Jacksonites are better than Kryptonians, that he's loved Mon-El forever. And I was like, and again, in the most respectful tone ever, I'm like, how dare you? No one loves Mon-El, Valor, Largand like I do. Okay, I have every appearance of his, almost every appearance at this point, right? So, but again, and then he was telling me how crappy everything is, how Marvel is ruined by agendas being enforced or whatever. I'm like, oh my God, I'm hearing this again and again, right? Good morning, Dante. Thank you for being here.
I'm so sick of hearing that crap.
To be fair, few things are gayer than staying dry in the rain. Thank you.
I do not like getting wet in the rain. I
don't. Look, I'm not a big fan. Okay, and I already experienced walking pneumonia once, and like, let's not go back, right?
Well, here's the thing. My biggest pet peeve is like water hitting my head and like getting on my glasses. I fucking hate it.
It's not my biggest pet peeve, but I'm not a fan. So anyhow, so I go to my cousin yesterday, and I say to my cousin, because he loved Street Fighter when we were growing up.
You have to put me on the screen. I'll just
no, you're bagging and boarding, so that's it. You've drawn attention to yourself. Now suffer for it.
Yeah, it's your fault.
So,
you're like, fuck.
I say to my cousin, I said, I was like, "Are you really excited for Street Fighter?" He's like, "No, not at all. It's terrible." Rah rah rah. And I'm like, "What's?" I was like, "If it's too realistic, y'all hate it. If it's too game like you hate it, how do you make people happy?" He's like, "I don't know." And apparently, I vaguely recall this. Is it Street Fighter Assassins? He says he loved Street Fighter Assassins.
Is that a movie?
That was the best live action Street Fighter series ever.
I've only seen the first one with the guy that was Gomez.
Van Damme.
Right, and he is not a fan of that whatsoever.
The guy that Raul
Julia.
Yeah, Raul Julia.
Part of that movie though, where what's her name says to him, "You destroyed my village and killed everybody." He goes, "To you, that was the most traumatic event of your life. To me, that was just a Tuesday."
Mm-hmm. Fucking, I love him. He's so great. He said he only did that role because his kids wanted him to like the game, and I was like, all right.
Yeah. Fuck cancer.
Yeah, for real. He's one of the best stage actors like that we had. Period.
Yeah, he was in a great movie called The Mambo Kings.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Street Fighter Assassin's Fist. That's it.
When did it come out?
In 2017.
Is it an anime or?
No, it's live action. It's live action.
Okay.
I love Raul Julia. I thought he's so talented.
And Mike Moe plays Ryu. And what we know, he also played Bruce Lee in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Okay, I guess no one else remembers that movie.
He was great as Harrison Ford's lawyer in Presumed Innocent.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
He was pretty great.
Spider-Woman is the first Julia film that Gore saw him in.
Yeah. Oh, Kiss of the Spider-Woman. So I don't know how I feel about the modern one, but I think that one for back then, I thought it was fairly powerful. But what do I know? So anyhow, this was just about how people react to things, and it made me think about how I react to things, and it made me think about like how I feel about collecting and like my excitement. Like I am watching, so I have actively been engaging younger people collecting comics because I love the thrill that they seem to genuinely still have, right? And I don't feel like I've completely lost it. Like I see the new Mortal Kombat trailer and the new Street Fighter trailer, and I'm like, oh, I want to watch this. But I don't have any vigor like I used to. Like 10 years ago, 10 years ago, 2016, I would have pre-ordered my Masters of the Universe ticket. I would have pre-ordered my Street Fighter ticket. I would have pre-ordered my Mortal Kombat ticket. My Supergirl ticket would already be paid for. Actually, I'm waiting for the Supergirl Amazon preview ticket like they did for Superman. I'm hoping that's going to happen. I'm going to jump on that, right? But I would have pre-gamed everything. And now I'm like, oh, I went to go see They Will Kill You, and I almost missed it because I was not paying attention. I actually wanted to see that film, By the way, really fun film for those of you who might be interested. Zazie Beetz,
because I'm a big fan of Zazie.
Yeah, you will enjoy it. You will enjoy it, and this is a good movie for her. We got into it about Blade yesterday, and I'm like, how do you mess up Blade? And also, what was Blade gonna be like if they had gone through with it? Because remember, Sinners bought most of their stuff from the unfilmed Blade movie. The unfilmed Blade film.
No shit. From that. Now I'm gonna have to fucking watch it. I haven't seen Sinners.
Oh my god, honey, baby, sugar pie. And
Daddy, tell me.
Some people tell me that like I'm making too much of it, but I don't think I am. I think Sinners is great. Rod the Rican, my man. Love you, Rod. Shout out to Rod. Shout out and love to you, Rod. Rod was saying he's really surrounded by good people in the community, and I really hope so because he is loved, and I hope Rod knows that he is loved. And I don't know Rod that long or that well,
he's awesome.
But I have love for Rod. But I know other people who do know him that long and not well. Shout out to John Scott's for Kids and Old Wolf, and they have the deep love for him.
Well, I'll tell you, he was the very first person that ever shouted me out when I created my comic channel, and the very first slab I ever had in my life, he was the one that gave it to me.
The thing about here's the way I describe Sinners. There were two movies that I saw in the last year that, like, when I watch it, like, see, some movies I'll watch and I'll be half paying attention, look at my phone on my computer. But the two of the movies that I didn't do that with was Sinners. Like, I kept my eyes peeled on the screen, and also one battle after another.
I'll tell you a movie that I watched. It was D-Ronk, man. I think this is how D-Ronk and I had like the best fucking bonding experience. He told me about that movie Origin, right? Isn't the one with Logan or the one Logan? What's the best Wolverine film where it's like him
Logan,
and the girl?
Where he's old? Yeah, Logan.
I like the Wolverine. I think I like it a lot.
So,
this statement here is appalling, and this statement here will put you on borderline.
He's just trying to start fights. He's just trying to fight. Don't listen to him.
So yes, Gorvidal, and so yes, I got a taste of what he was like in the past, but this was a blindsiding attack. That's the gist of it. Rodriguez is not mid. He rules good. Glad we agree. So about collecting, right? So I don't have that passion, and I don't have that passion. Sorry, I'm waving to my mom through window. I don't have that passion. But also I am happy that I don't have that deep cynicism, Like these dudes I was talking to yesterday, they have no desire to see Masters of the Universe, no desire to see Street Fighter.
I get good back.
Well, look, I'm going to tell you right now. I have no desire to see Masters of the Universe. I have no desire to see Street Fighters. But what I do is, like, I still find collecting to be very, very magical. But I go to my age, like Bronze Age. What were the books when I was a kid that I was just like, oh, and like I'm still going for those things. Like, I don't usually, like, I'm not chasing or collecting new shit. If new things are coming out, I got it on a pull, and it's because I'm gonna read the story. But it's like collect.
Well, that's what I do. Yeah, or I'll get something I want to read, like. Brian Michael Bendis Daredevil.
Yeah, it's like collecting for me is different than reading. Okay, because you
I'll
can
read
get
my books, though,
used.
my new ones.
Yeah, you can get. So I've done when I was first getting back into just like reading comics. I was buying used trade paperbacks off of Amazon secondhand, getting them for a fraction. Like, if it's labeled $12.99 or $17.99, you could get it for $2.48 or $3.40, really cheap because they're used. And then it's like you can read anything you want.
Well,
But
the thing is, for me, I feel like I was out of collecting for so long. I feel like I'm making up. I like, there's something cool and fun about, like, I'm going to read Iron Man 4 and then I'll put it away with Iron Man 1, 2, and 3. And then I'll get Iron Man 5 when it comes out.
well, yeah. And it's about like there's a specific type of person that is one that is into collecting entire things. Okay, it's just, and like for that, I think collectors in general, what makes someone a collector versus just like an enthusiast, and you're gonna see it's the level of, I think, depth in terms of the knowing. And when you're just an enthusiast, you're more into the breadth, but maybe you don't get down that far. But as if you're a collector, like you can go down into places that people didn't know existed. And for
I
me,
did notice that I'm getting into more indie kind of books, though, with the reading. Like, this is Ted Okay. I highly recommend whenever it comes out on trade, getting it. I've been reading it, and I didn't think I was going to like it, but it's like really interesting. I don't know how to explain it, but
So
spoiler alert, Ted is not okay, but the book is good.
yeah, so like the thing for me, the magic,
alcoholic. I just love that. I love that statement.
the thing behind, like, okay, it's the magic that I'm looking for, and the magic of the stories. And for me, the magic of the stories were in the stories of the Bronze Age and the Silver Age and the Copper Age. Now, that's the magic childhood essence thing. But like, I'm also like that when they make new, like if they put out a Switch version of like Paper Mario, Legend of the Seven Stars. Like I used to play that on like Super Nintendo. They're putting older things out and like making, and so I'll play those, and it's like, so I get to experience my childhood. But as far as like the new generation, I am reading stories as a reader, but I am not searching for new content like I am piecing together very memorable, magical parts of a childhood lore.
Well, also, the piggyback off Cliff was saying about the movies, like, see, the thing is, like, look, I might have been like that 10 years ago too, but like with the movies, like, oh, I got to go see this. But like when I see a trailer for Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, I get excited about it. But I'm like, I'll catch it when it comes on streaming. We've been conditioned to go, I'm going to catch it on stream. I can't, but it, like, me, it takes a lot of effort for me to get out and go to a movie. It's like so I can't really do it no more. But like, there's some movies I still, like, every now and then, like a Spider-Man, I want to go see that on a big screen. But like, I don't know.
Right. But there's still a spark, right? And that's another thing. Like, I feel so bad. Like, I feel so like overwhelmed and like burnt out. I see the Spider-Man trailers. I do feel like, oh, cool. And I'm not like, it's not like, I'm not like, oh, can't wait to pre-order my like, it used to be the kind of thing where I'm like, pre-orders 9 a.m. Boom, boom, boom. I don't have that whole thing is basically gone for me. The difference between an enthusiast and a collector is the physical accumulation. That may be true too.
No, I think it. Yeah, I mean, because
by the way, shout out to Cantonese Comic Kid, because he does love the Vampirella. All right,
he doesn't just love it; he knows it. He is it. He breathes it.
Right, but like it's greater than that.
He was born
All
into
right,
the
so it'll be
darkness.
tonight
He
at.
doesn't just buy the covers. He reads it and enjoys it and knows
He's
all
the
the.
love child of Vampirella and
Well,
Frank Frazetta.
basically, they've been like recapping Vampirella from like the beginning, and like
His knowledge is encyclopedic.
what I love about it is I honestly don't give much of a shit about Vampirella, but when I watch his show and I see how excited he is, how passionate, the details that they go into, what made her unique in a time where she was most unique, right? I loved it. Like there's like they did this thing. There was like a plane crash.
He knows
and like
everything, dude.
Vampirella could have been like Bloodlust will be like y'all are dead anyway. Bloodlust, but
He's
no,
like
Vampirella's like trying to help the survivors of the plane crash. You know, like she's trying to do her thing. I love that she sits in that anti-hero realm. But anyhow, I just feel like he does such a great job, and like it's inspiring. I wish I could do more like this. So check it out, 6 and 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're into it, I know Sundays are either you're dealing with Mother's Day or every other person's got a stream today. So like I get it.
not me.
What else are we saying? Gorbadal, comic book readers don't have collecting problems because we buy comics for pleasure, the art and story. Non-reader collectors are the ones with the issues and disillusionment. Maybe. So here's what I'm finding. I'm not meeting a lot of non-readers.
So let me tell. All right,
and that's kind of nice because even people who I've judged as non-readers, I meet them only to discover they do read some shit and that they really love, which is nice.
let me tell you the movies that I specifically went to the theater for: the Matrix movies, the Lord of the Rings movies, a lot of the MCU movies that are going to be the bigger ones. I love going to the theater and having that big, it's a visceral experience, but they got to be big ones. And like, because MCU has been pumping out like a lot of a lot, but like not always. But I went to see the new Captain America with the Thunderbolt Ross in the theater because it's a big boom, like lots of stuff, and it was fun to be in it. Even if it's not a great movie, it's fun to be.
I put this review the other day, Cliff. I think it might have been last night, and some other people. It might have been on Mass Pilot. I can't remember, but like, okay, I still will discover some new music. Like, okay, every now and then, like a band like Wet Leg that I love, or like Violet Grove, Dave Grohl's daughter just come up with an album, and then also like Paris Jackson's new song, but I find myself not getting excited about new music or movies because I love movies, but like I don't feel that passionate about most modern movies except like every now and then when like we're talking about Sinners or something. But like I would rather watch some silly movie from the 80s now than I would to like. I feel like it's too much work to have to discover new. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like I can't keep track of everything anymore, and I'm getting into my old man's. Get off my lawn stage, I guess, where I was going to listen to, something from the 90s or something.
So what I've done, because it's like I love music and I'm never going to stop loving music. And I'm always discovering old artists, but also like new artists. I've learned so I try and stay on. I follow certain labels that tend to put out musicians that, because see, I'm a weird one that likes weird, different shit. But there are certain like indie labels that will put out, artists. It's like, oh man, I like it. So I follow certain labels and I follow certain publications that will review like the best new music out and all these different genres. Like it's called Pitchfork Media, and it'll review albums. And then based on what they say, I'll be like, okay, I'll give it a shot or I'll listen to a couple tracks. That's how I find that. Now for movies, I just given up.
Well, there's I don't know if this makes any sense, but there's like a cutoff point where like, okay, I have a lot of knowledge of like movies, but I don't know if it's because I just quit, but like almost like 2015 or 2012 is like a cutoff point for me. Like, I don't know why. Like it's like, but you ask me anything trivia about anything below that point, you know what I mean, in the timeline, all the way back to the 60s and 50s, I might know it.
I just feel like it's a bunch of recycling shit for the last 15 or 20 years. It's just been a recycling.
Yeah.
Tell me,
Maybe
like,
it's
a
a
handful
long
of
time
some of
enough
the
for
best
that,
movies
because,
you've seen. It's not a lot. Quit remaking shit. Quit trying to do sequels. Like, think of something new. Get a new idea. God. Like, there are no new ideas. I get that. But you've got to learn how to tell old stories in new ways, or people are not going to go see it. Right?
but I mean, they have been like doing stuff where they rework stuff, like
Christopher Nolan's a good one where he's learned how to
Goodbye
tell
Wallace
old
was a good
stories.
movie in the 80s, with Jeff Bridges, but it was a remake of like a noir film from the 50s. Like they used to do that back in the 50s. Like everything new is everything old new is old is new again, or something kind of thing, where they rework it. But they used to be smarter at reworking these things than they are now. It's like, hey, we're just going to make a shot for shot remake of this movie.
And by the way, sometimes there's an art in trying to do the shot for shot remake. It does not always work, but that's its own artistic view, right?
Yeah. It's a cover homage, more though. Like
so like I'm not gonna poo-poo it necessarily, but also it often doesn't really work.
Like I think Gus Van Sant, when he did that with Sacco, I think he was trying to have be very like reverential of, if I'm saying that word right. Of
yes,
like
he wanted to have reverence for the material.
The product, because it's it's one of those movies where, like, but a movie like Psycho is like one of those movies. Like, as soon as somebody said they're going to remake it, they're like, "Oh no, this is either going to be really good or really bad."
Yeah, no, it was clearly, like, I appreciate what he was trying to do. It was not. It was not it.
It didn't hit.
And I'm not even saying that there aren't certain moments that aren't peppered with something interesting. But that's it. Like, ultimately, it's like, no, this is.
I heard people talking the other day about, like, there's a certain point where, like, they switch this digital, and it feels like the film doesn't even look like, you know what I mean, like the way it's shot. Like, it just seems like a movie like in the 90s or in the 80s, it's shot on Panavision or something. It just looks better. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I like the old ways when it comes to filmmaking. But everything's going digital. It's the future, I guess. So
it's not the future.
I mean,
it's only the future if you accept it. If you reject it, that's the future. Then it's not.
I use the internet a lot, but I still consider myself an analog person when it comes to, like, I like to have something in my hand. You know what I mean? Like right now, Xbox and PlayStation, they're trying to do a thing where if you're not online every 30 days or something, they can take your games away from you. You can lose it. And if they lose the license to the game, you're not going to have a physical copy of it. It's not. They want it all to be gaming on demand.
And that's why you opt out and say, fuck you. I'm not playing your game. I'm going to get my older version and get physical copies, and you can shove that up your ass. I'm not playing.
Cliff's going to jump onto me again for saying this, because until I can prove that I play it, I guess, but I like to play my Super Nintendo. He says I don't have enough time. He says, I don't believe you. So what I'm going to do, Cliff, I have it in my shopping cart.
Don't make another stream. It was just a good joke. It was just a good joke. You don't need another stream.
Well, I was going to get one of those cards where you can stream the game on, what do you call it?
Yeah.
Listen
Capture
to me,
card.
Matthew. Listen to me, Matthew. Get the fucking microphone. That's what I want you to do. Get the fucking microphone.
Yeah, just get
I can't do it right now because I got to wait till
get the damn microphone.
I'm waiting after Heroes Con. Sorry, I have to.
No, I know you're waiting after Heroes Con, but I'm just letting you know your priority, your home technology priority is the fucking microphone.
Okay.
Project Mike.
Yeah.
It is Project Mike. I love you more than I love a third of my family members. I'm telling you, get the microphone.
That's some specific ass math right there, bro.
You know me, I love specific math.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, families are so complicated, my guys. What's going on? Why are humans human?
Wish my mom a happy Mother's Day when you come back in here. Hold on a minute, I'm gonna call her.
See, there you go.
Yeah, it's good.
The love is real, folks. The love is a real.
We got it.
No, she'll be here in a minute.
Okay, I'll tell her.
Always busy.
And what's her first name?
Cora.
Huh?
Cora.
So could we say Miss Cora?
Miss Cora.
Yeah. Whatever you want to say.
Okay.
Here she is. Hey,
Good
Mom.
morning.
Happy Mother's Day,
Happy
Miss
Mother's
Cora.
Day.
Thank you all. You all have a wonderful day.
Matt
You
loved you so
too.
much. He loved his mama.
Yeah, he's a mama's boy. He's the only boy she's
Yeah, well, that's happening.
We should challenge him. He should cook for you today.
Yeah.
What did he say?
She actually cooked for you. She won't let me in the kitchen. She says I make a mess.
Ah,
You
that's
do.
true.
You do. I've heard stories.
Thank you for
Well,
being so good to our friend, Miss Cora.
I like
Thank you.
to fry hamburgers without putting a covering over the frying pan on high. You know, so
Okay,
grease.
don't do it on
Grease stains
high,
pops
Matt. That's
everywhere.
your problem. Okay?
You all have a
You
great
can
day.
use medium heat and you'll still get great results. Actually, I would argue, Matt, that you'll get better results on medium heat because it will stay juicier.
More
I'm going
consistent.
I'm going to draw her a card.
Aw. Very sweet of you.
I was going to repurpose some art like this, the Venom thing, and say, "Hey, Mom, Happy Mother's Day." I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it reminds me of you.
Happy Mother's Day
Aw,
from Bam Bam Bigelow.
I can really feel the love on that. Thanks, son.
I love that.
I've been trying to get more into drawing again, guys. I'm like trying to find my zen, I guess, again. I'm trying to get my groove back. It's been like, I don't know. It seems like for several years I was stuck in just a funk. Didn't get out of the house, needed a wheelchair ramp built. But now we're less than a month. We're about 4 weeks and a half, 4.5 weeks from Heroes Con. So I got to get a new fit ordered. And is that what the kids say? I don't know. I'm not hip anymore. Is that how I do it? I must. But I got to get some new shoes. Got to look good for Heroes Con. I could go in my socks. Wouldn't matter. I don't have. But
Got to be a dapper Dan man. Yeah. Well, I'll bring my fucking prom dress and all that shit.
Well, no, I'm not doing that. I'll get a tuxedo T-shirt, which means I'm formal, but I still want to party, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because like all you do is you walk. So y'all get you a good pair of shoes, wear some comfy light clothes, and have
I'm thinking of having some custom jackets made, but like it's pretty expensive and it has me concerned.
And some hand sanitizer. If you go to a con, bring some hand sanitizer and some baby wipes. Or you're handling money and comic books all day, and you're around all these people.
Yeah,
So,
and you might want to get some like icy hot or something and put right below your nostrils.
Well, there's that too.
No, for us in my family, it's Vicks. Put the Vicks at the bottom of your nostrils.
Yeah, Vicks. Okay, that's what it is.
When they do autopsies on,
There gets to be some ripe odors. There's just like a lot of ripe.
Well, no, allegedly. So rumor has it. Oh my gosh, Nerdy is on it. Look at that. Rumor has it is that like you will keep when you do the Vicks Vapor Rub, that it will keep
the scents from invading.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it is. Because it's just like I don't really mind, but like there were new and exotic smells It hit me in
Over the
ways.
head.
Yeah, it did things to my. This is just be ready. Like the first day isn't bad, but then it starts getting a little riper as the weekend
Oh,
goes.
it's funny about new smells. Or like, like you're not used to it. It's not bad, but you're not like I had a roommate when I was at University of Kentucky, and you know how you don't really pick your roommates; they just assign you like when you're in the dorm. And he was from Ghana, nicest guy you'll ever meet. He's from Ghana, but let's put it this way: he liked to cook some interesting things in the microwave. So,
Yeah.
Pig's feet.
he would like heat up pig's feet and ramen noodles in the microwave, and it would make some interesting smells.
That ain't
That
shit,
is
man.
like
So
the
I've had
last thing I'm worried about. The
Like-
last thing.
so with man, I've worked with a lot of people. So because I've worked in research, there's a lot of it's an international community, right? Because science is an international enterprise.
Yeah.
You're drawing head.
The individuals that would come from like China, they really liked different fish sauces and fishes, and man, in the freaking microwave during lunch, the smell of like fish sauce or whatever, it just gets overwhelming sometimes.
Fish sauce can be very, very potent. The thrift shop, I got CDs, 99 cents each. Guy Clark, Macy Gray,
I love Nancy Griffith, Phoebe
Phoebe
Snow,
Snow,
Van
Violetta,
Morrison.
Farah, Van Morrison, Chris Isaac.
Emily's awesome.
You know what's
That's-
funny is basically this describing like at least half of my Columbia House Records experience. Do you remember what was Columbia House and what was the other one? BMG?
Something like that.
Right. So I used whichever one of them didn't have, the other one usually had, right? And I always did all the 99-cent deals and whatever. I had the most eclectic CD collection, and technically, I still kind of do because it's long over there.
Same.
You
Here's the thing about collecting. Like we all know how I feel about Simbi over here, right?
You'd love him or hate him.
I find the whole thing very aggravating. And then your good dear friend Rob Wurst reminded me that anything that gets kids reading comics is a good thing. And I said, wow, I almost feel like a monster. And the reason I say almost is because at the end of the day, as moving as Rob's words are, I still don't like this thing.
Hey, speaking of music again, I don't know if anybody ever listened to Tom Waits. I've been listening to a lot of Tom Waits lately.
Yes. He wrote off cigarettes as his tax write-off because he said it contributes to his voice. So it's a business. It's a business write-off.
That's smart, actually.
But more importantly, did he get away with it?
I think he had. I think he did. I mean,
do you know when Heath Ledger was coming up for the voice of the Joker that he copied Tom Waits?
That's cool as fuck. But Tom Waits is for real. Like, he's a real one, and he lives it. He lives it.
I'm going to draw a nice flower pot with some flowers in it.
So I also realized that I have there's just a lot of things, also, so like my intention was to do a subscribers giveaway today, but I'm gonna leave it for the end of the month, number one, because I realized I'm missing one of the books that goes into the giveaway.
What book?
All right, so Foil Civil War 1, Foil Civil War 2. I don't have number 3, so Foil Civil War 4.
Like four, the best.
Foil Civil War 5. Number 6. Number 7.
Who was on number 6? Who was that on the cover of number 6? Was that Namor?
Namor, yeah.
Okay. I don't know. He was just looking a little extra fabulous.
I've been revisiting that era,
Okay,
like with the New Avengers. I love
don't worry,
the
Sue is back there keep maintaining the heterosexual narrative
Okay.
by Sue being behind him.
But I really wasn't feeling like it was very heterosexual.
Yeah, but no, Sue is there to maintain the narrative.
She says he's not gay in the back. She's like, he's not gay. And he's
Yeah,
there
exactly,
like dropping
right,
spice.
exactly. She's like, nope, it's still nice and tight back there, everybody.
Yeah, she's like, not gay.
She's like, perfect for her to grab onto for support.
Well, she's throwing on
so,
spite. He's throwing on spite.
I have my number 3 somewhere. I gotta lock it down, and so that'll be the giveaway. And then I just figure, like, every time somebody gives me a super chat for the rest of the month, I'll throw something in. So I got all these coupons for Head and Shoulders and for Dial bath wash and whatever. So when I finally get paid out for May from YouTube, I can run to the markets with my coupons.
You're a good human.
And do that for the
Yeah, he is.
Do that. I'm an okay human. Well, good is good enough, right? I'm not great. Good is good.
Yeah.
Good.
Don't let good be the enemy of perfect.
That's right. That's my favorite expression this year.
Okay. And you're a really, really good human. And we love you.
Tom, it's
And
amazing. So,
perfect humans probably are really
about,
annoying to be around. Huh?
I never talked about my free comic book day. I picked this up.
I like it.
And I love some Jerry Ordway and Roy Thomas. They're very good friends. And obviously Roy is not getting any younger. So I'm getting more and more interested in these alter ego and back issue magazines. There's one that recently came up that kind of follows this because CC Beck and some other dude got into like a war during the 70s. And like now I gotta pick that issue up because I want to hear more about it. Let's see what else I got. I got my Sanford Green on Free Comic Book Day. And I got my Supergirl foil, Woman of Tomorrow.
I'll show you in a minute. What color should the flowers? Should they be multicolored? Like just a regular color?
I would go with yellows, reds, and lavenders.
All right.
And then I feel like I got everything Free Comic Book Day. Like
I'm going all out. I got brushes, paint brushes, and everything.
I only got 2 comics that are actually Free Comic Book Day because they only limit us. They limited us to 5, and I'm kind of derpy, and I actually ended up getting like old ones instead of ones that were like new, and only 2 of them ended up being.
We were limited to 3, right?
But you went to like umpteen billion stores.
No, because of the tragedy that I experienced, my shop owner was clear to get me. He got me every single one. He's like, you earned this, Cliff.
Oh, because of the incident in the front.
Because of the incidents, he's like, Cliff, here, take all of these.
So I mean, like, that's a silver lining.
Have you ever been pissed off by somebody at lunch? You may deserve compensation.
Garfwan for the
You may be entitled to compensation.
We're getting closer to them goals. All right, let's find a nice super chat. Thank you. I'm gonna have to make some super chat thank yous.
I love objectifying.
Right? Like I just feel like it makes everything, balanced in the universe.
Well, and I think I'm particularly good at it too.
All right, let's see. I got Sonic Justice League, Something is Killing the Children, the Power Rangers.
Go Power. Why is Rob he's on this streak of like ripping up comic books? It's kind of disturbing.
Ooh, Rob Fat Stacks. He gets angry.
Yeah, anybody have any feelings on this?
I haven't read. I didn't get it. They didn't have half of the ones I wanted.
Nana? I saw that, but I didn't get it.
I thought it looked like Nubia a little bit.
That's what I thought too.
Well, listen, the fact that it's part Inanna Sarkis is part of it, which I think is great. I know Inanna the Goddess, which I'm feeling this is referencing, and Tim Seeley working on this. So that's great. Ooh, another super chat. Cliff is a fantastic human for the community. Oh my gosh, you're so
He is.
You're so sweet. For that, you get.
Cliff is one of my favorite people.
I was gonna say, I don't know how I feel about homegirl these days, but you know.
Cliff, if I sent you a clip, I'm trying to think if I should send it to you. It's like I took it of my oh my god, I think I'm gonna. I wonder if you can play it, but it's just of like I fucking got my garden looking so hot yesterday. It's only like 40 seconds. My garden. No, like my garden.
No, not that garden.
Not that garden. Not that
Not
garden.
her secret garden.
Another John universe.
That's my secret garden.
Another Conan. I got guilt. I got guilt copies of comics.
So it's you know what? I'll be like, I will accept those. Did I tell Lady Fantastic what happened last night on Matt's Body stream with Battelle, Bertan? He got Izzy to do a commission for me as a okay, and Izzy drew Scarlet and Snake Eyes.
Oh,
So
that's
sweet.
so sweet. When you said, "Did I tell you what happened last night?" I was like, "What did I miss?" And I was
I
like,
know,
"Oh, no,
his
that was
eyes
great."
got big.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was kind of it. You know what? It makes it. Yeah, I thought it was really nice.
You know, I
I was trying
know
to-
this is the 80s shirt that Archie is wearing, but it still gives me gay ally vibes. I'm sorry, Matt. Continue.
I'm just trying to talk about some positivity.
Yeah,
It's
there's a
happening in
lot of
the
positivity
community.
in this world. Mostly comes from nature and the human
Well,
spirit.
you know, like I always like what the Beatles used to say: "The love you make is equal to the love you take."
Can you just say Beetlejuice?
Beetlejuice.
I'm just making sure. Just making sure I heard it right. Let me see if I can get to YouTube through here and not be annoying to Clifford.
So I'm going to add one of these to the giveaway.
What?
That Supergirl Zoo Pets.
Add one of your community awards, one of those golden racks.
That ain't happening.
I think it's golden spinner rack.
Yeah, my spinner racks are my spinner racks. Supergirl the world. Now, how much? This is nifty. So this is the beginning of Time and Time Again. And you know how they have those DC like new trades? So there is a trade that features Time and Time Again. But in the back of this that I really like, of course they try to get you to buy stuff, but they have a timeline. They have like a timeline for your purchases, which I love. By the way, this reminds me, there's a Superman comic that I adore, and there's a higher, above 9.0 grade of it, and it's like $2,008, right? But I found a above 9.0 version of it, purple label, for $280. Oh no, sorry, $580. All right, hold on. Look at this, Lady Fantastic. Now we gotta get her a special muscle man. Who are we gonna get? What are we gonna do? Let's do. Oh, here's a favorite of mine. All right, so I added Supergirl. I'm gonna add in assigned zombie pets. I'm sorry, what am I saying?
Murder Hobo.
Assigned murder hobo number 1.
That looks awesome. You're cool.
So that's gonna go into this month's Flip on Comics subscriber giveaway. And then and by the way, so for Daymares doesn't have this yet. So I've got a copy of each of these for Daymares that I gotta put aside from
I
him.
like that. He gave
So
me a
that
copy of He gave me a signed copy of Ironheart #1, signed by Eve Ewing.
Oh,
I'm really sweet of him.
that's amazing.
I know. This community is amazing.
This community is amazing.
People are kind. It's true.
They are.
Don't give up hope.
I will, because
No.
a lot of people are kind, and then some people are animals, and then some people are closeted bigots.
Yeah.
So
Quit talking about me.
Canadians.
Okay.
And so, like,
Shit. Oh
I
shit.
need y'all's opinion so far. I know it looks like a 12-year-old did it.
I'm like, Nerdy knows what Canadians.
That's very pretty. I
Oh,
think that's very sweet.
Kitty done it. Yeah, I'm still working on it.
You'll like it.
I just inked it. Listen to me talking about this kind of big artist. All right.
Listen, man, you got a little bit of that artist gene. Use it.
You would think.
I would believe. I believe. So then the other day I went to my house, right? And they got a whole box of books. And so Anthony didn't even remember where the hell they came from, right? So I paid $2 a comic for this, and in one case, 50 cents. So I got a Savage Dragon #1, Fence, more Fence. And what's really funny about that is, like, why is this gay shit here and I don't have it? Phil Jimenez 1 in 10.
I mean, which is a very fair question.
Yeah. This beautiful. Look at the beautiful foiling.
He's Muscle Man.
You know.
I did love when they did those foils. I didn't even care shit about those titles. I just wanted all of those.
Yep.
What are they? What are the? Don't say vinyls. What are they? Pressings?
Yeah, they're pressings. Yeah, they're foil pressings.
No, listen. Time out. No, I'm talking to him about. He says, "Don't say vinyls." Like when I'm talking about records.
Oh,
Collection. What are you supposed to call them? LPs, EPs? What do you want to call them? Little discs of plastic that were pressed. They're records. Okay. Call them both vinyl records.
more greatness.
Oh, maybe I'm doing it wrong again, sir.
Yeah, I mean,
I got 3 super chats. So, by the way, because I love Phil Jimenez. Here's the complete chapter 1 of Otherworld, all 7 issues that he never finished up to this point.
yeah, like there's a record pressing company down in downtown Nashville on Artist Galley.
Third man records.
Huh?
Is it, I know that what's his name's down there, Jack White. He does
has
like Third Man records. Yeah.
Jack White has partial ownership of it.
Yeah.
And I know he's done special pressings, and like there's really cool pressings you can get from there that, it's just, but they're pricey, but really cool. And yeah, I mean, I like when I say vinyl, not Great Escape or Grimies. Grimies is great, but no, I'll have to think it's a literal like pressing factory vinyl pressing.
I want you to go down to this place in there where
Nashville.
what I like about Nashville,
401.
there's like little places like I used to go to just because like Willie Nelson used to go write songs there. Chris Christopher. It's called Tootsie's in downtown Nashville. I don't know if it's still there, but it was like Tootsie's Cafe or something. I love places like that. But
Yes.
but I used to live in Nashville. I lived in Antioch.
Good? Does that feel right? My balance.
Yeah. I used to live in Antioch, Tennessee. Really fantastic.
Oh, you did? That's wild. No shit.
I went to audio recording school down there at a place called SAE on Music Row.
There's a place called the Vinyl Lab. Like there's a few vinyl pressing places in Nashville because I mean it's Music City, bro.
I had an interesting life in my 20s. I was all over the place.
Antioch you were a wild man if you were in Antioch.
Yeah.
But like it's closer to the airport, I think. And
Well,
yeah,
it was all place I could afford. So
no, I mean it's growing a lot. It's not a bad area. I just know that
See,
like
what's great about color pencil C is you can use a paintbrush and dab it in some water, and then you can spread it out like watercolor.
interesting. Yeah, a record pressing machine and some sort of sound booth with instant pressing. Yes.
What's cool about the indie punk indie scene was like they would press their own 45s and stuff. You know what I mean? Like they just did it as DIY.
Yeah, well, and so the thing that I like the best about vinyls or records is that they are a direct, linear, one-to-one exact pressing of the sound waves made. So the indentations are a one-to-one. But like when you compress it on a disc, when you have a sound wave, and you know that memory is stored in squares or bits, you lose some of that quality, which is why, in my opinion, vinyls have the best sound reproduction. So if you can get a really nice speaker system and a good, not vinyl player, a record player, I call them vinyl because vinyl is heavy as hell. And like I had to carry them, and it's like, but like, yes, records, the material
It's like with amplifiers, like when you get these cool amplifiers that are like got tubes in them, they prefer that kind of gear because it just sounds warmer.
Well, yeah, and so it's like anytime you can avoid digitizing music, I feel like it's a more robust experience. Yeah, Parthenon's cool. That's Centennial Park. You can go and just chill back there. They do lots of live concerts there. They also do.
There's not Al Gore conceded the election.
Yeah, Al Gore, man. What a goober.
Or no, he was going to, but then he said, no, that's because they said, we're not going to do anything because it's too close to call. And we had all that crap.
Hanging chads.
Politics, yeah. My cousin's name's Chad. Look, man.
Please, now you're just giving me post-traumatic stress disorder.
I'm sorry, babe.
Sorry, Cliff.
You know me. I'm going to show you, Cliff. So this is what I actually picked out, a pile of books. So my friend and her buddy came over yesterday, and they are, well, never mind. So
they are people who like comics?
Well, no, so I've got like my buddy or whatever. So they're just like they're okay. One of my friends, Kylie, I've known her for a long time, and she's really cool. And I've gotten her into some comics, and I'll give her like free ones, but she's very specific. She's a lesbian and she loves lady bodies. And so she loves my little hot lady books. And so I was like, okay. And her buddy came over and she's like, oh yeah, I told Francesca about all these. And her buddy I basically made a pile of books, and it's like, okay, here are some doubles that I have and books that I want to get rid of that are for ladies who like ladies. And it's basically, but I just had like some duplicates. I have a Lois Lane, and now Cliff, you being a lady that likes ladies, if there's any of these that you want or like, also Matt, I want to get rid of these because these were ones that they just didn't take. Okay, so this is a Lois Lane 108. Okay, this is a Lois Lane 98. Okay,
I'll take them. Like whatever Cliff don't want.
Okay, this is a Lois Lane 37.
I love Lois Lane comics.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as do I. Yes, please give me that Lois Lane wedding day.
You want the 37, Cliff?
Yes.
Okay. Lady Rawhide.
That's all Matt. That's all Matt.
That's all Matt.
That's all me. That's all me.
Yeah, I basically this is gonna appeal to either lesbians or straight men, probably. I got a Taylor Swift.
Oh God, is that for none of us? Matt, is that for you? I don't know.
I got it because it was ridiculous and it
I
was
like
funny.
Tay, but like I don't know if I want that in my house.
It's hilarious. Okay, fine.
I'll take
Yeah,
it. I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it.
That's a
I'll
no.
take it.
That's a no from the panel. That's a no from the
You know
panel.
what? I'm going to shake it off and take it.
All right.
Matt is a better person than me in this scenario.
I
Comic book. I'll take it.
thought it was too fucking hilarious. Hex Wives #1.
Ooh, I like the look of that.
All right, that's for Matt.
Is it what issue is it number? Is it?
Number
Can I
one.
start reading? Okay, all right.
It's #1.
Even better.
Yeah. See, it's I found it for 75 cents at McKay's.
If it's about a coven of witches or something,
Yes.
I'm in. I'm in.
Yes.
Shout out to The Trap. One of the coolest movies ever. All right.
Adam Hughes, Rogue.
Oh my, yes. If Cliff doesn't want it,
Cliff. Black Widow 13.
No.
yeah, I want it.
You do?
Yeah, I do. I'm collecting those.
Red Hulk 58 when She-Hulk comes in. It's the first time she turns to She-Hulk in the Red Hulk.
Well, Cliff don't want it.
Okay.
I like Hulk, especially She-Hulk.
Cliff may want this one. I don't know because he collects Wonder Woman, but it's 192. He's not.
Is that I think that's one of the Walt Simonson ones.
It is.
It is.
Yes.
Yes.
You have it or you need it?
No, I need it.
You
It's
need
got
it.
Cliff all over it.
Okay, Clifford. This is Catwoman number 59 from the most recent run.
Ooh. But I feel like that's for Matt.
I want it. I love that because I saw you had that before, and remember I said it looked like a art for a novel or something.
Yeah,
or
it looks like a
movie.
mystery, novella or something.
Exactly.
So yeah, I have doubles of it. So I got
You're on, by the way. Thank you.
No worries. I'm just gonna bring a big stack for you at Heroes.
I can't wait.
Untold Origin of Fem Force.
I've been collecting those AC comics, so please, I need it. I got one. I want to show you guys later. AC comics, but I don't know where it's at.
This is Femme Fantastique #1 AC.
Ooh.
Matt, I'm thinking this is probably your
Got me. Yeah.
your
It's a
lane.
good looking cover. It's definitely Matt.
This is but
I kind of have the David Bowie like makeup kind of look on her.
Femme Force 8.
Yep. I'm all about it.
I had a okay, wait, let's go. This is Girl Scouts. This was a free comic book day thing.
Huh. Who wrote it?
A local comic shop day, sorry. A gym of food.
Oh, well, it looks interesting.
Yeah.
I'll give it a shot. I like weird and interesting. Did you see what? I know what I was going to show you. Cliff's already seen it, but I have some Fantagraphic books I bought on the cheap.
Yeah, so
I'll
there's
show
that.
you later.
And then
Listen, any
there's
acquisition on the cheap is great. It's great.
A Thing Called Truth #1. Sounds like a no. Okay, cool.
I'll take it. No, I mean, anything it's, I don't know.
You want it?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, what is the controversy about the Girl Scout cookies? Is that they up their prices again? I mean, we know they're a little
I
mafia.
mean, they're like, they're like $7 a box. Something outrageous.
Are there funds going to fund like Sandinistas or something?
I don't know. They better not. We're gonna keep them.
Yeah,
Girl
no,
Scouts
yeah,
here.
I'm right. There's $6 a box for core flavors and $7 a box for specialty cookies.
What about them Thin Mints? I'm gonna need
They're
them.
core, so they're $6.
I like what are the ones that are like they got like chocolate caramel drizzle on them, and they're kind of like oatmeal.
Mimosas?
They're called
Megalons?
Samoas. They have
Samoa?
another name in other areas,
Samosa.
so I forget.
They're
Samoa.
and the peanut butter ones. Ooh, yeah, and the Thin Mints are good.
Tagalongs? I don't remember the names.
Tagalong is the peanut butter one.
I just remember Thin Mint because that's my jam.
I don't have any. I don't know anybody's got a Girl Scout in the family, so I guess I'll have to buy mine off the street.
I've been working on my Spider-Mans. I don't have it all, but I don't. And it's funny because it's like I can't stand Spider-Man, but like it was a Magic the Gathering thing, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna try this.
You're killing me. Like, how can you not stand Spider-Man when Spider-Man is like so one of us?
I look, I get it, but it's just like I don't understand city boy dynamics, and I just don't get it. It's not my like. I get it that Peter, he's bright and he is kind of a reject, and he stands up for the good thing. I like it. Okay, I get it, but it's just too boring for me. It's too boring.
By the way, classic Spider-Man is not boring. I don't know why you're not more into that.
Because
like,
he's
getting his ass beat every other week. He's
because I suck as a human.
Yeah.
I suck. No, I don't care about his inner city angst. I don't care that he's weird with his stupid relationships with Mary Jane and Gwen. And I don't care about stupid Harry and the weird competitions and him not being able to understand himself after he got
I
big.
used the movies, not the comics, because that's not really all the comics are about.
Well, the comics are about all the different characters. And the last Spider-Man story that I remember reading, and I liked it because it was not the norm, was Zdarsky's life story or something like that. Was that? Come on, work with me. Hello, Cliff.
I'm trying to remember.
Zdarsky's life story. Spider-Man life story, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
it is Spider-Man life story. You're right.
It is. I'm right. I'm perfect. I get nothing wrong.
Zdarsky's one of my favorite writers.
I really liked life story, but yeah, that's it.
I'm almost done with the flowers, and I got to paint the vase.
So, Jeff, I worked at an industrial microbiological corporation where we did third-party testing for like USDA and like FDA like certification to make sure that like, and so these big companies like food companies would give us a shit ton of samples and stuff, and we would have to test a certain number of samples and see, you know, did they pass the, you know, specifications for being clean or bad batch, whatever. And like, yeah, we would take a shit ton of stuff home that we didn't use, and like, you know, it passed. We would never, none of the funky shit we would. But I'm going to tell you the stuff that has the most shit on it is always the organic, but it's because it's got fewer preservatives, and so it's got a shorter shelf life. And yeah, it's a cost benefit analysis. It's interesting. Get off my face, Cliff, please.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
I'm really struggling here. Frito-Lay, he would always bring you boxes of chips home every week. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah. So like we would do.
I love when my friend worked for Frito-Lay. There was always good stuff at the end of the week.
I think their name was like Standard Company, but they made the Goo Goo bars or Goo Goo clusters, and we would go and get shit tons of those. Oh, man. And there was like there was a makeup company, and I know the chicks would always take the makeup samples home after we got done with it. It's weird. Stuff like that's weird. Life is weird.
I used to have a friend whose mother worked at Procter & Gamble, and they would test all their crap.
Yep.
It's so funny. Oh my god, I was talking about how I hate large corporations, whatever. And then like, there's one product I really like, but obviously it's like made by like Procter and Gamble. And somebody said some shit to me. I was like, give me a break. I hate major corporations, and I'm still saying that this is a good product. That's amazing for me.
Unilever surprisingly owns so much of like, God, you'd be surprised of like the fucking weird powders and shit that they use to make so
I
many.
made a mistake here on this thing. I inked the stem to the flowers black.
Okay.
It's an artistic
Expression,
expression.
rendering. Exactly. He's like, throw it out. It's done.
It's too late now.
It's too late. No, just kidding.
Too late, baby. Now it's too late.
So this is really crazy. Next weekend. So next weekend is 3 Men in a Basement, which I'm very much looking forward to. All right. I personally love it. There's probably going to be some dollar bin deals. But I really want to try and be more judicious in my spending this time, because like last time, I really went a little crazy with $1, $2, $5 books. I did win 2 things that I very much enjoyed in the
I
raffle.
remember that. Like, yeah.
But
What did you win?
but then I missed some really good other stuff that was like I could have gotten a few like cheap slabs that I really enjoyed. So my current budget for next weekend, and I mean literally I am struggling and scraping for said budget of next weekend, is about $300.
Okay.
So, but now I'm really left with like, what should I hone in on? Because the thing is, like, you ideally want X, right? But you're probably gonna find some Y and Z at the show, and
This is what
you never know. You never know.
you should make a list, and like on the list, because you should. This is what I would do if that were me. I would say if I had $300, I would want to get at least like one kind of like bigger thing that I would want to chunk off like $100 and get me like a one, you know, and then, you know, and if you wanted to do like, then maybe you take the other $100 and say, get 4 or 5, like $25 books that are, you know, like, and then.
All right, here, let me give you an example of what I missed last year because I ran around buying cheap comics, right? I missed a $55 slab of Carol Danvers' first appearance.
And so this is why we're talking about it now, right?
Yeah, I know. So I feel like instead of going for instead of dollar bin diving, I should prioritize look first, circle back to dollar bin diving.
Make a round. You make a round. So that's what I've always been told. And what I've done is I'll make a round and I'll sniff and I'll look at all the big books on the different little doodads and see, is there anything that like, I feel like I'm going to die if I don't get this. And there's usually not.
I'm going to try to look for like 2 or 3, like Heroes Con, like cool major kind of things I want, like Luke Cage, maybe an Uncanny X-Men book I want. And then I'm going to, like whatever I got left, I'll just buy.
I found my big book first when I went to Heroes, and the big book that I wanted was the first Silver Age appearance of Catwoman, which was Lois in 70.
I'm not going to be able to go Sunday, so everybody's like, "Oh, look around." As soon as I find a reasonable deal on what I'm willing to pay for Luke Cage #1, I'm buying it. That's how I roll. Well, I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but as soon as I find it,
I think a lot of people. Heroes Con wise, I think a lot of people get their major purchases on day one.
So Matt, this is what we could do, because I'm willing to like help play, because this is like this is an adrenaline rush for me, the hunt. And so like if I got your cell phone number, I could like hit up different booths, like if we wanted to go into separate ways, and I could say, okay, well at this booth I found one for X amount, and you can just do real time, like to try and cast your net a little wider.
Work for me,
dude. This is a fucking war. This is like we are an army and we have objectives.
Game, you know what I mean? Yeah, we got to get going. All right, I think I'm done. I think it's all right. Oh no! Now I got to do the lettering. Hold on. Sorry.
How much are you wanting to spend
Nerdy,
next
do
on
you
that?
need an ASM 59? Because there's a very good deal on one on eBay. You should go look that up.
No, I'm almost done.
Oh, that's really
Oh,
nice.
I love it. I love it.
It's really good.
I love it.
Try to do like a pastel, so you can take a paintbrush with the color pencils and you dab it in the water like that, and then you it kind of spreads it around like a watercolor. So it's a good way to do watercolor without getting paint everywhere. All right.
So wait, you mixed paint. Wait a second. So
No,
what
no,
did
no,
you
no, no,
put
you
together
take
in the
that color
water?
pencil, you color a little bit a splotch on like the part you want to color, and then you take the paintbrush, like you got to get a fine point, and then you dip it in the water a little bit, and then you,
And then you use that to spread the
spread
color.
it out. Yeah.
If you're talking about the 9.2, I've seen it. I'm actually talking about a 7.0. I don't know, Nerdy. I don't know if you want to dip below the 9s.
So they gotta be a slab for you, Cliff?
Me? Oh.
They gotta be a slab for you, Cliff? Can you even hear me?
Yeah. No, I hear you. Are you keep saying I'm a slab person?
No, so you're saying a 7.0, but you're
Yes.
talking about I want this certain book, and I was like, does it have to be a slab for you? Does it have to be in a slab though?
In this particular book that we're discussing, for me, it has to be in a slab because older books I already have trades and reprints and whatever. So like the older stuff, because I appreciate the historical value, I want it slabbed.
Understood.
The only one that I have a really weird problem with is Spidey Super Stories. I own like 2 of them non-slab. I would like to have all of them slab because it's a small series.
Those are so hard to find, bro, in good
Right.
shape.
And like just the fact that I got this one in the wild for $55 like warms my cockles. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it should. I don't even have cockles in their warm.
Watercolor pencils are great. Comics Embrace. Hello, friends. I'm definitely planning on going to Heroes within the next couple of years. It'd be great to see some YouTube shows. Great. Keep me freaking informed because I'm not going this year, and then next year we're going to see how it goes.
It was wonderful. I had such a wonderful time last year. I can't even explain to you the level of childhood magic that I felt when I went in, and like my little eyes were welling, and it was just like my inner child. She was fucking next level.
It was just so great seeing everybody too in person.
What's wrong?
I need to recharge. And it's really stressful because there's things I want to do every year. So like this year, my priority has been, all right, I love 3 Men in the Basement. I want to go. Like the first 2 times I went to 3 Men in the Basement, like one time I went and like the only money I had was the money I made from DoorDash. Right?
Yeah.
So like that was it. Then last year I went and I had like a little bit better. I had like $220 on me. This year I've got like 3 crunched aside, which I didn't even have access to till last night. Okay, I felt really bad. My friend had a car problem, and I only had $100 to loan him. Which is still fine and fair, but that is rough. I judge myself very harshly. Next year
I see that, and you're not.
Let's do it.
You're not giving yourself enough grace.
I did the lettering, so we're good.
Very good. Very good.
Wait, give us the next look. Give us the next look.
Oh, that's very sweet.
That is very sweet. I love it.
Well, I don't have a lot of money, but
Comics Embraced. You have a logo. You have a
really big
channel.
heart.
You have no videos. Why do you have no videos? What's happening?
He keeps wanting to do it, but he's just not had time yet. I know Daniel pretty good. He's a good dude.
I know, but like, just stop waiting. Like, that's the biggest problem people do is overthinking and waiting.
Yeah, you got to do it. I got to rip the Band-Aid off. Now I got to give this to my mother.
All
right.
And remember, if you think that like you need X, Y, and Z, like you don't. Like you can if you want to just get started at home, like $150, you can get started at home. You'll get a nice camera and a nice microphone, and off you are to the races.
So what I decided, and for me, like Heroes Con was for me the cream of the crop, because all I ever wanted is to be into a place where I could get the most creators and comics in a place. And this is what the dudes and all the community were saying. This is the one. This is where. I fucking listened, and I went, and they were right. And so I said, this is the only thing. If I do one thing this year, this is the only thing that I want to do. And so I'm just deciding I'm going to make it happen. And
I want to get Stephanie Phillips too. I'm going to get Stephanie Phillips to sign a couple of books too. Daredevil and my She-Hulk #1. She wrote that. I like her writing. Everybody's like, some people are like, oh, I don't think it's going to be good writing Daredevil. Then I read what she said. I was like, yeah, I think it's going to be good. And I was right so far.
That's true. It's true. I'm great. I miss what Nerdy actually put. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, the heart. All right. Yeah, this has been terrible.
Yeah, I know, Daniel. It's kind of been rough.
Here's the thing. My mental health is a shit show, right? I believe that my therapist buddy at work called it concurrent grief, right? Because I've lost multiple loved ones, and like the thing is, when you're experiencing grief, you're really experiencing the symptoms of grief, but all over the place and all at the same time. And it's not like in order, like one would have thought 20 years ago watching that episode of The Simpsons where Homer thinks he's gonna die. And thing is, I've lost a lot of people like back to back. I mean, it's just a little over 2 years since I lost my friend Chad. It's a year last month that I lost my friend Joe. It's June that I lost my aunt, and September that I lost my uncle. And I mean, when I lost my aunt, she passed away 2 days before the anniversary of my father's death. So his older sister and my father, like, now it's always going to be the same period, same weekend, same everything, right? And maybe that's another reason that psychologically I needed to focus on taking a break from Heroes Con.
Yeah, it was
a lot of work. It's a lot of effort. And like last year, I had a nice time, but I was also really discombobulated, and like getting that news Saturday afternoon, just when I was starting to hit my stride, like completely,
it's really
like,
dysregulating for you.
And also, like, you know how I am. Like, I am always putting the face on to keep the show going. So even though I'm totally unraveled, I'm still at Matt's room. I'm still yelling at Matt not to touch chewing tobacco. We're going up to Caroline's suite. Like, all of that still happened, but on the inside, I'm still like over processing everything, you know. And then I was having a meltdown on Sunday. like we were struggling with the parking, and it was driving me insane. And I just got out of the car with my bags, and I just started walking to the hotel. And he's like, where did Cliff just go? And Will's like, yo, he just left. Cliff left. Cliff just had it. You know, it affects my attitude. I don't like it. It will affect your attitude. And but you know, so about the mental health portion, sometimes I can't get out of my head. Like Friday night, I could not get out of my head, and I was just I really was feeling how tired I was, you know. So I just backed out of the Not Near Mint conversation, because like I was struggling to like hold on, right? But a lot of times, more often than not, I find when I sit down here and I start the stream and start the conversation and share books with friends and situations with friends, it's better, right? And I feel like, and when you do small things, like when you do your new complicated video, which I agree with the argument of the new complicated video is just oversaturated. But now that I'm watching younger people and I'm watching their excitement for it and their participation in it, I realize that I think there's more community value in doing your new comic book day videos. Not necessarily value for your channel, but there's community value. And I think we need to reevaluate that portion. I think but we are all looking at, I think when those of us who look at channel growth are looking at channel growth, I think we get so caught up in numbers and or the algorithm that we tend to forget not forget, but we can lose sight of the community portion. What community means, what community like what being in the community means. So I advocate for everyone, if you thought of dialing back on the new comic book day videos, perhaps revisit it, because I think it's one of the simpler videos to do. Revisit it so that like it's just part of communicating with everybody. All right. Absolutely. Nerdy. I was saying, as Cliffy and Matt on my third live stream, I had an anxiety attack and I just had to leave the stream. It gets easier.
You said, I'm done.
That is true. That's true. And what happens is those videos get deleted. Those videos get moved to members only, depending on, or those videos get moved to private. I'm pretty sure I have one video on private. I'm not sure what to do with it. And of course, I'm very proud that my Dan Quintana situationship video on Izzy's channel has been moved to members only. I feel that's a good place. That's a good place to leave it.
So, with all you guys, like, I just want y'all to know, like, this is a good place, like, that you found your little tribe, but just be mindful to protect your peace, because social media is very detrimental and it's very triggering, and it's intentionally. So the algorithms are going to elicit stuff that they know that you've reacted to before. And so that's how it cultivates. And so sometimes the best thing you can do to protect your sanity is to turn off the fucking screen and to walk away.
Sorry about the sound. It was jacked up to 200% for some reason.
Yeah, no worries, man. But
the other thing is beat your algorithm over the head. You know, like my algorithm. Okay, like my algorithm knows. My algorithm knows me.
Mine does too. Hey, I get my philosophy from packets of hot sauce from Taco Bell. It says, "Sure, why not?" Or this one says, "Hey, Cliff, this reminds me of you." Sometimes says, "We'll see about that."
Yeah, we'll see about that.
But just make sure to protect your peace, because there's a lot of noise coming in, and the noise matters. Get away from it.
Okay, number one, I feel like I've been very successful with my algorithm. Number two, what has my algorithm been saying to y'all about me?
That you love Bette Midler comics and hot naked men.
It's true. It's true.
But yeah, I've realized that, like, wow, I've noticed more recently that when I go onto like Instagram or to YouTube, I can feel myself being elicited, like my own emotions rising based on the content. And I'm like, this is manipulation. This is fucking manipulation, because I didn't choose to be activated, but I am. And they're doing it based on algorithmic calculations of past use. And
Right, which is why you got to just beat it over the head with what you actually do want.
puppies and kittens,
Puppies, kittens,
unicorns.
half-naked men under the age
Well, I
of
have been doing that recently, and it's been giving me back some good shit. It's been giving me back some like I've been doing like ragas with sitar, like some Indian music, just like classical instrumental, and I've been doing some fucking learning about like Eastern philosophy, and I've recently listened to the entire Bhagavad Gita, which was really cool, and it teaches you a lot. I think you guys like, and also like the Hindu Vedas and like Vedic philosophy, low key, dude. I think those guys were explaining quantum physics with like different language. Low key, I think what the Indians or the Hindu Vedics referred to as prana, Prana. I think that's actually like the unified field. So just like think about that. And it's like, okay, did these guys, were they so sophisticated spiritually that they intuitively sensed the quantum nature of existence? And I'm like, I think they fucking did. And it's like, how did we get to the place that we have been so fogged up? And it's like, oh my God, I got to get back to my own, like, I want to be that enlightened. I can't be that.
The water's getting deep around here.
Yeah. It's just but try and find like I've been looking through all of these different big religions and looking at the common threads, and a lot of it has to do about respecting, the divinity of your own humanity and being able to yes, exactly. Fluoride does calcify the pineal gland. And so, but here's the thing, you can undo that. It's going to take some work, but with powerful antioxidants, you start to break down that, and it starts to, it starts to break away. But,
See, Nerdy has unlocked the magic that I've unlocked, And there you go. There you go.
Yeah, like,
my Instagram is full of comics, SNL skits, fail videos, and Star Trek. Okay? Personally, I'm not one for fail videos, but I love everything the Instagram is throwing at you. It's great. And some people,
algorithm. I mean, I get some political stuff.
I'm not going to name names. We've lost.
I get some political stuff on mine, but like not the negative kind. I guess.
Yeah, I think we've lost a lot of our connection to our inherently spiritual nature, because it's like the very special thing about humans is that we are very physical, like we are flesh bodies, okay? We are sacks of meat filled with water, salt water with a weak electrical current going through us, which actually makes us the perfect capacitors for quantum activity. So if we knew that, then let's get a little closer to ourselves and what's inside it, and the earth. We are of the earth. The earth is of us. So like concrete jungles, that's not where you're going to find yourself, Anyways,
so
look within.
Here, while we're playing Deep Thought, why is Gorvidal not here when I want to play Deep Thoughts? All right. Do you feel my truth is the truth?
What?
Do you feel my truth is the truth?
No.
Right? I'm not one for that. Okay?
No.
My feelings are sacred, but your feelings are negotiable.
No.
Okay?
No.
My identity must be affirmed, but I owe no humility, service, sacrifice, or responsibility to anyone.
Not how it works. That's not how the game works.
Right. But I want you to know that these are principles of self-divinity for a lot of people. I'm not saying it's the only version of self-divinity. I'm saying this is a version of self-divinity.
No, so I don't think we. I think we have a spark of the divine, and that's what should keep every single person from harming a single hair on anyone else's head.
Yes.
That if you recognize that we are all the same precious entity. Who are you? Like, it is an affront to all divine things for you to harm any living thing. Don't. That is not your place. Your place is to be in resonance with other life and not in consonance.
Okay, so that's going to lead me to
real love is meeting someone where they're at and not trying to change them and being okay with them walking away. That's real love.
That's a version of real love. Real love is also, bitch, you're on the edge of reality. Come back. I want you to know that I had some success last week with a client, and the whole thing, the whole stratagem of our program is meeting people where they're at and letting that lead, right? I obviously, that is not my life background, so I struggle with this constantly. I had a client like pass on an opportunity because their emotions really got the best of them, right? And then they met with me, and I said, you passed up on this living situation, and you're staying in the living situation that you hate because you're afraid you hate this other one more. But the one you're in now, I cannot get you a job. The one that you're afraid of hating more, I can get you a job. What am I supposed to do with you now?
Yeah.
As we work together, everything we were working on was to get us to this point. And I said, listen, it's up to you. I can't control your feelings. I don't want to berate you over this. I just want you to know everything we worked on to this point was for you to work. And now you passed up on a key thing to get us there, to get you there. So anyhow, I left for a conference the next day. And that conference, we talked about, the struggles we have. And I brought that up as one of my many struggles. But I was so happy that the next day, this person's therapist said, listen, that conversation you had and a couple other little factors came together. He changed his mind, and he says he wants a tour of the new living space. I could have been more happy. And of course, I did not go into full on like, oh my God, why are you doing this? This is the stupidest thing ever. I didn't do that. I just said, I'm really frustrated because we're working for this, and you just let the freaking tidal wave wipe your bridge out.
Sometimes people have to learn those tough lessons, and it's hard because you see it before they do. And
but I want you to know the thing is, we had to work quickly. He only had about 7 business days to change his mind, right? So I wasn't as gentle as I normally am, right? But the point is, he actually talked to another client who's friendly with him, who says, hey, I lived in that place and it's not the greatest thing ever, but you tell me how unhappy you are and it's not as bad as what you're describing. And look, I eventually found work and got out of there. And then he talked to his family, and his family said, look, if this is really what you want, we're going to support you. Obviously, we supported you going into this current residence, and it has been limiting you. So we're going to support you in this endeavor. Anyhow, the point is, my speech combined with him checking in with friends and family made the combination, and I'm really happy with that.
See, and that's you. If there wasn't a cliff in the world, that maybe wouldn't have happened.
But I do feel we must find balance between having grace and meeting people where they're at, and also we can have adult conversations where, listen, I'm going to support you because you're my friend and or loved one, but right now you're doing yourself no favors, and we we gotta have a real talk about this.
Yeah, so
You
for
know?
me, it's like the only thing we can control is how we choose to react to things that occur in the world. And now that I'm like recognizing that, like, it has to be sort of sometimes a neutral observation, and to neutrally observe things when you are a fucking like beast of passion, creature of great fiery temperaments, that is a very big ask. And so that's what I find myself struggling with the most is how do I remove myself from the emotions my body's right now feeling insanely blah, but still have the sense of self to see this transience will pass. I cannot forfeit like my state of mind because I'm so upset. I gotta be.
So Caroline, here's what you do, right? Pretend like you're working with my clients all the time, and then when you're dealing with somebody in your personal life out there, you know, and they do this to you, just treat them like they're severely cognitively impaired.
Girl,
and
they are.
That'll give
They
you,
are. Oh my god.
that'll give you, even though you know they're not, and you're furious.
But you're giving them
12 hours to slap them.
You're giving yourself grace and you're giving them grace. And as long as grace is given, like you can just deuce and be done with it.
I really like what Daniel's sharing here. Progress is success that should make you feel awarded. And it's true. And also that can be hard, right? Like the scenario I mentioned with my client, it didn't feel like an award because it didn't feel like progress because it reminded him of this opportunity reminded him of another bad time in his life, right? And so it pulled him out of that.
The triggers.
Right. And I was unfortunately I was capable of being part of what brought him back in. And also I was really proud. I was proud of him for listening to me. I was proud of myself that I actually played a role in that. And I was really proud of my other client who I also work with, who as his friend spoke to him and provided him, you know.
So much good work being done here.
Like I was exactly, it was so much work. So I was like gushing in the therapist's office. I'm like, we are so amazing. I am like, we help make this happen. I'm like, our clients help make this happen because they support each other. I'm like, we deserve that cake that we're having this afternoon.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, so anyhow, so there was something so I'm sorry, I got us way off when I was talking about people who have the divine self attitude, and the reason I'm frustrated, and I know that there's different versions of people who have a divine self vision, but those are the more arrogant people that I've encountered. But there was a divine self moment yesterday in the church that I thought was really nice because the priest was really sweet, so kind, so good with the room, also kind of hot. And I told him that on the way out the door, and he's like, "Oh my!" He's like, "I appreciate that. God bless you." He's like, "But I am married to Jesus."
Be like, "Oh, he's hot too."
And I didn't go that far, but I was like, "This is great."
I was sitting there trying to explain, like in detailed photos, somebody that was how to share a story on Instagram. They kept trying to use their laptop, and I'm trying to tell them, you cannot use your laptop.
Yeah.
Right.
To add stories. No,
Yeah.
sorry.
I got overrun. Okay, I'm gonna stay focused. I want to say another story, but I'm not. I'm gonna focus on this. I'm gonna focus on yesterday. Right? The priest was really focused on the sacredness of each person being recognized in the moment yesterday.
Yes.
He says Jesus is coming here to our church, and Jesus is coming into your heart. And he goes, wherever Jesus is, heaven is. So what does that mean is coming into your heart?
The kingdom of heaven is within you.
Right. The kingdom of heaven will be within you, right? And then, so then he went into this whole thing about life matters. The children belong here, and you're all the children, and you belong here. This moment is holy, and this moment is more special than ordinary time.
But see, do you know what? Like, Sorry, I interrupted.
Well, no, but the point is, the priest, anyhow, the thing is, like, I could tell this man was serious. He was so genuine, and he really believed. He really made me feel, right, that moment of the invisible becoming visible was really going to happen, you know? And I thought that was really nice. Even though I'm not like the most devout Catholic on the planet or anything like that, I thought it was really beautiful.
So, yeah.
Go for it. That was it.
I've been doing some work, and like, I knew that there was like, I could find really high voices within me, like good. And then I recognized, oh my God, that highest self, that's actually within me. It's not external to me. So that level, like, I do have a level of very high divinity within me that can guide me. Not saying that I am God. It's saying I am tethered. I have a tethered and am very much hooked to something more like bigger than me, right? Unexplainable, inexplicable, but it's like of resonant, overwhelming love, overabundant love. And that the real thing that they were trying to get us to see with Jesus, and these people did this thing, and I thought, wow, this is really visceral. They brought in a tiny baby lamb, okay, to the office, and like just had people around, and they're like, now think, this is what they brought to slaughter. This is what they wanted to kill. A creature of pure innocence, a creature of benevolence, a creature that had done no wrong unto anybody, a thing. It was pure, right? And that's what they brought to slaughter, to tear asunder.
That's why they got the lamb on here, the lamb of God. Yeah.
And that's now what I'm seeing, like, do you know, with all these things, we're discovering all these terrible things that are being done to kids. They realize, so I didn't recognize this, but like true evil, it is hurting the innocent, corrupting the pure, like hurting people who have done no wrong. And it's like, that is one of the biggest affronts to divinity, period. And it's like, oh my God, that is true evil. This is, oh my God. And so it made me like, it hit me in this awful way that it's like, there's so much more evil. I didn't realize. And so it's like, it made me get really quickly informed that, okay, well, I'm not on that fucking side. So then I need to develop a sense of self and a sense of clarity that very clearly informs me to what the fuck I am. I'm not that. I am love.
Well, also the thing is, like, it's what the same thing we have with politics now. I'm like, wait a minute, this is just being orchestrated to keep her divided, so we are distracted from what these truly evil people are doing in the world.
But the thing is we have to recognize that, like, we have the capacity for it in ourselves too. And if we don't constantly monitor our own inner hearts, and if we're not constantly honest with ourselves, we become the thing that we despise the most.
Well, it always comes back to my favorite quote from John.
Well, that is about,
you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
exactly what I was gonna say.
And villains always think they're the good guys.
I got the text summons from my mother, so I have to wrap it up because it is Mother's Day in this.
Yeah, my friend's coming over in a little bit.
All right, everyone, have a wonderful day. Matt, Lady F, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. Everybody, go celebrate your moms, and by either your mom, or the person who was your mom. Because
Mother's Day, all my aunts too. Right after I get off the street.
Yes, everyone who provided you that motherly love, whoever they are,
everyone who instantly saw the divinity within you the moment you arrived.
Exactly. And of course, folks, remember, read your comics, and I love you. Peace.
Bye.